Well, once again, we get to one of those positions where we say we're full of anticipation. It's the start of another season. And really, if all thoughts go back to what happened last season when we had all the floods and the foot and mouth disease, we had very, very few meetings. I know, looking at all the calendars and the press, everybody is looking forward to this year. It promises to be one of the best grass track seasons we've seen for many, many a year. All the clubs are pulling together, everybody's trying to put something on, and it's great to say that here on Easter Sunday we're starting at the traditional Salisbury Sizzler. It's been known as the season opener, and we know that everybody comes here with a little bit of anticipation of, well, we know it's probably going to be a little bit tight, it's going to be a little bit fast and furious. It's only 500 solo and 1,000 sidecar, so we've got a lot of big names in the pits there. And I'm sure that we're going to see some excellent racing today. And really, I think what today is all about is if you can win the Salisbury Sizzler, you are then set up for, would you believe next weekend we've got the Astra Champion of Champions, so that's a big step into the season. And then we know that we're really underway. Watching practice this morning, I think there's a few key boys to look out for. David Howe's here, going well on the speedway, and you've got to say now, growing with confidence on the grass. He's going to take a lot of beating, but let's not ignore last year's winner, Matt Reed. He'll be up there fighting with him. And in the sidecars, well, I think with all the work that I've seen going on in the winter, it's anybody's meeting. We've got all the big boys there. We've got John Halsey. We've got Rod Wilson, who indeed won it last year. And I think it really is going to be close. 4 legs to ride on, then they go into a semi, and then into the final. So, let's look forward to some great racing to start this season off with a bumper start.
Well, I've got a couple of seconds actually. Eric, if you're out there somewhere, I only know that you're Eric from the Midlands. Nobby Clark dropped in some dates for you, so if you're around this way, I've got all the sheets here, and indeed a map to his track as well. So that's Eric from the Midlands, that's all I know of you, sir. So I've got them here. And well, last time we ran, I think we get underway with the first race of the day, and they come down past me for the very first time this afternoon, showing quickly as the left cross down in front, and already with lots of big shots on that bottom turn. 2 other riders that lost it going into that first turn. So I do expect a red flag, and indeed there is, as we've got fallen riders and machinery. get around the bend this time from the restart. We've got all of them back in line once again. We're looking for that green flag to go, then the tapes will break away, or perhaps not. Yes, they will. Little bit of a ragged start, I would have said. Oh, I've seen a red flag go up from the starting marshal. Very, very ragged indeed. So once again, we've got to get them all back on that start line. John Jeffries taking the advantage of just a little bit more practice. Well, that's to add to the confusion. A bit of late practice for the Sidecars. Doesn't sound 100% happy at the moment, but that is indeed number 19, Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry. Up at the Speedway at Coventry last night, I understand, and completely destroyed a motor. So some frantic work being done this morning to get a motor back into the machine up and running. Once again, for third time lucky perhaps, we've got the riders for the first race of the day on the start line. The yellow flag goes up, down, and up goes the green, and this time we've got them cleanly away. And as they come down past me for the first time, it is once again for Hiscock to play the best of the start. Big Dog is right up there winning this time though. And those two go round that first bend, four riders together behind Big Dog's back wheel. John Jeffries is one of them, Glen Phillips I can see in amongst them as well. But it is Phil Ashcroft that's setting the pace, and Phil comes off that top turn, leading at the moment relatively comfortably, but John Jeffries has moved through in the second, and closing all the time once more the very distinctive leathers of John Jeffries with that Union Jack flag all across his back. He's closing, but Mick Scotton certainly isn't out of it as he closes up once again from that third spot, tries to go around the outside, looks to cut back underneath, but Phil Ashcroft still wins the lead. And John Jeffries, Mick Scotton. John Jeffries puts on the inside and he looks to be much tighter on that bottom turn. Number 23, Wayne Barrett in fourth place at the moment, not able to make any gains on those in front of him, but there's one more lap to go, and Phil Ashcroft is certainly under pressure. John Jeffries goes wide this time, he's been on the inside every time before that, he goes all the way around the outside and makes the best of it. So John Jeffries takes over the lead from Phil Ashcroft in second, and John looks to be taking the first race of the day as the checkered flag is made ready. John takes it, Phil Ashcroft in second, and it's number 23 Wayne Barrett in third place, and 42 Glen Phillips in fourth. So the first race of the day, the 500cc solo event 1, leg 1. We get a result of a winner of number 14. That of course is John Jeffries. In second place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In third place, number 23, Wayne Barrett. In fourth place, number 42, Glen Phillips. Following on there, in fifth place is number 9. In sixth, number 30. Seventh, number 2. Eighth place, number 58. Ninth place, 179. And a winning time of 117.85. You should have 14, 83, 23, 42, 9, 30, 2, 58 and 179. 117.85. Couple of changes in race 2. Coming in place of Stuart Williams is Dave Spicer. He's riding 921. And number 17, Tim Mountain, has been put into this race as well. So effectively additions, 921 and 17. No 203. This time we're underway with race 2, breaking into that first number 11 Paul Cooper. Certainly one name I'm going to get used to this season because he really is a talent that shone through last year. Some tremendous meetings, and as he comes round off that top end you can see he's quickly got used to this circuit. Matt Reed is in second place at the moment. into the last lap. Paul Cooper looking very comfortable indeed. Lots of problems for man as he comes down past us. Now he hides behind the bike, making sure that everybody sees him. Obviously with a fallen rider on the circuit. The mark of the course showing the red flag. In the interest of safety, the riders all slow down, and I'm hearing that we will give an official result on the three-quarters race distance. So as soon as I've got it, I'll let you know. So as I mentioned, the official result given for race 2, as it was three-quarters race distance. They were going past the last lap flag when unfortunately Matt lost it on coming out of that top bend. So let's give you the result of number 11, Paul Cooper, going in first place. Number 24, Mike Hills in second. Number 45, Sean Bickley in third. Fourth place goes to number 33, that's Mark Dimmer. Fifth place, number 19. Sixth place, number 7. Seventh place, 65. Eighth place, 17. Ninth place, 921. No winning time there, of course. The race stopped after 3 laps, and great to see that Matt's back on his feet. Already quickly walking back to the pits. So just to confirm those numbers then, it was race 2. We're with the 500 solo. It's 11, 24, 45, 33, 19, 7, 65, 17 and 921. In addition to this is number 155, that's Dave Pepper. So 155 Dave Pepper comes in to join the lineup in race 3. I think that's Trevor Banks, the last one to come into line. The rest of them already on the start line. Looking for the green flag, and effectively is under starter's orders. Away go the tapes quickly. Indeed it is Trevor Banks who's made a good start on the inside. Just on the outside, so goes number 20. Back up on machinery though, as the rest of the field are unaffected and get away from him. David Howe in superb form. Comes back off that top end. Trevor Banks taking after him. Winston in third place at the moment. Really sure about David Howe, and will there be anybody here today to stop David Howe? He looks to be in terrific form. The speedway is going extremely well. Riding in the colours of Wolverhampton at the moment. And he really is a very, very strong rider. Last year, loves the long track racing. Lots of machinery. Into the last lap he goes, looking very comfortable indeed. Trevor Banks, who's won the Salisbury Sizzler a few times, Trevor, a few years ago now I admit, but he has won it. No answer to David Howe at the moment, as David Howe looks to be picking off some of the tail enders. You will see the checker flag this time, so first time out, a very convincing win for rider number 20, David Howe. Disappointing for Vince Kitchen there. He pushes over the line and gets himself 7th place. But the official result reads for race 3 as a win for rider number 20 in very convincing form, David Howe. In 2nd place, number 12, that's Trevor Banks. In 3rd place, number 153, Thomas Cooper. 4th place, number 50. 50 is not Phil Ambrose now, it's Lee Street. And in 5th place, number 26, that's Mark Charles. In 6th place, number 110. And in 7th place, as I just mentioned there, number 8, Vince Kinchin. He gets himself a 7th place, pushing over the line. 1:13.12 was the winning time, 1:13.12. You should therefore have 20, 12, 153, 50, 26, 110, and 8, 1:13.12. Oh, we see the sidecars out for the first time. This is race 4 in your programme, the first leg for the sidecars. And we should be seeing number 3, Mike Underhill, 62, I remember. 13, John Halsey, in new livery. And at the moment making hard work of things because he's let everybody else go. So we could see entertainment in the very first of the sidecar races. So at the moment we've got in front of the 184 and Simon Wall in the passenger's chair for John Hiscock. Change of passenger for John Halsey, of course, this season. You might have seen it in the press if you follow the press closely. Darren Wills, who rode for the Australian crew in the Sidecar Speedway Series. Working his way through on the inside of Mike Underhill, gets himself up into second. He's now got to try and close the gap on John Hiscock. And one thing for sure, John Hiscock won't be allowing him to do that as he goes into that bottom bend, getting to know the circuit a bit more as he comes around off that bottom turn. He's got one more lap to complete. Well, I thought we had John Halsey with us in this race, but obviously he hasn't, or has he, as they go down the back straight. John Halsey very, very wide, but it's a big, big gap to make up with only one more bend to go. John Hiscock taking it very cautiously as he sees the checkered flag. He goes for it. So race 4 then, the first of the sidecars this afternoon, and a win for outfit number 184, John Hiscock, passengered by Simon Wall. In second place, number 13, John Halsey and Darren Wills. In third place, number 3, Mike Underhill and Simon Pennell. In fourth place, number 50, Ian McCauley and Mick Blaney. The winning time was 118.71, 118.71. So we've got 184, 13, 3 and 50. Right, race 5 it is that's got itself to the line, and we stay with the sidecars. Looking to see out for the first time Sage Davis and Vince Davis. Neil Hiscock, who we saw have that late practice after machinery problems last night. Clive Stoneman, Mick Tyrrell then, but of course that is number 69, Matthew Tyrrell, and 148, Rod Winterburn. So looking to see who's made the best of it as they go down that back straight for the first time. Very, very wide. Clive Stoneman that was leading as he went into that first turn, but he's lost that lead to Rob and Chris Winterburn. And they quickly open up quite a margin going into the bottom bend for the second time. Third spot there, a bit of a gap then back to Neil Hiscock, who's under pressure all the time from Matthew Tyrrell. Very commanding lead indeed for take the last lap flag. One more to complete. Early slickness that was on the circuit looks to be now worn off. You can actually see remnants of dust on the back wheel. Goes for Rob and Chris Winterburn as they take their first win of the afternoon. For outfit number 148, that's Rob and Chris Winterburn. In second place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. In third place, number 6, Sage Davis and Vince Davis. In fourth place, number 19, Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry. And in fifth place, number 69, Matthew Tyrrell and Sean Yates. The winning time, 112.32. 112.32. We're on the way with Race 6 in your programme. We're still with the sidecars and of course all of these guys out for the very first time in race conditions this afternoon. And Rod Winterburn in second spot. Duncan Tolhurst trying to stay in contention with them as they go into that top turn. Richard Thomas looking for a way through on the inside perhaps as Rob Wilson still leads down the back straight into the bottom turn for the second time. Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley trying to hold them on the side of the line, looking for the way spots. All eyes, I would suggest, are on those front two, because Richard Thomas looks to be pushing. He's trying to find a different way around the circuit, I think. It's tight bends, so they can try and find a different way around. You can see that Rob is struggling to keep it in tight. Richard gets a much tighter line coming out of the bend, but he's still not getting his wheels in line quick enough that Rob gets away from him down that back straight. Richard Thomas is third, and Indy Amos hanging on to that fourth place. The last of the first leg of the sidecars, and a win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Myles. Second place to them, number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In third place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and passenger Simon Beattie. In fourth place, number 183, Ian Lee Amos and Paul Phillips. And in fifth place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Dave Hogan. 1:13.74 was the time, 1:13.74, 24, 60, 74, 183, number 9, and the winning time 1:13.74. Well pressurised Grandad was in here, who said that the granddaughters had volunteered him to donate the money. Like the style. Right, so Christy and Eloise Woodford, joined by, this is the one I knew I was going to struggle with, Dana Timmins. The three of them have coerced Grandad into donating a tenner for the fastest solo. That's indeed sidecar, I will get it right. But then I was added to that a gentleman came in with another crisp shining tenner and said he wanted to even things up for the sidecars, and Annie Gale has presented a £10 for the fastest sidecar. So I've now got a kitty of 30 quid for the solos and 20 quid for the sidecars, all very kindly donated. I think everybody is genuinely excited that we're going to have a good season this year, aren't we? We're getting things underway in the right way. Believe me, the riders do appreciate this sort of thing. Anything that helps towards a few extra tyres, a little extra fuel, a little extra travelling, whatever, it all helps. So as we now turn our attention back to the solo class, this is race 7 in your programme, and we're up for the flying David Howe. He's quickly got himself to the front. Knows this one and turn has been rolled. A lot smoother. David Howe away. He had that first leg win. Not forgetting, of course, that John Jeffries had a win. He's out in this one as well. He's in second place at the moment, going very, very wide. And Glen Phillips so those three away from the rest of the field, and I've got to say already that David Howe looks to be getting away from those two who are battling for second place. John Jeffries with just the lead on Glen Phillips at the moment. David Howe really does look to be superb. Sean Bickley going very, very wide in that fourth spot, allowing Kevin Hamley to come through. Looks to have got it back. Well, one more lap to go for David Howe, and I wonder if he is going to start picking off a few of the tail enders. As there's still this battle raging for second place. Glen Phillips has got the advantage at the moment over John Jeffries. John certainly won't give up at all. He'll be fighting all the way to the checkered flag, and as they come round towards the checkered flag, it is going to be second time out, second win in very convincing form for David Howe. Taking that second spot, much better ride this time for Glen Phillips, and John Jeffries finishing in third. For rider number 20, I'm sure you've all filled that one in already. In second place, number 42, that is Glen Phillips, and in third place, number 14, that's John Jeffries. In fourth place, number 45, Sean Bickley. Fifth place, number 19, Kevin Hamley. Sixth place, number 179, Simon Gittings. And seventh place, number 50, Phil Ambrose. No, it's not. We changed Phil Ambrose, didn't we? We changed him into Lee Street. Number 8 is 110, and in ninth place is 921. So you should have 20, 42, 14, 45, 19, 179, 50, 110, 921, and a winning time. Yes, it is the fastest so far, 111.74, 111.74. So we move on to race 8, and I've just been reminded that while I'm talking about all this money coming in, and I should remind you all that there will be a raffle this afternoon, and the raffle is in aid of an extremely valuable cause. We've heard quite sadly from the Amesbury St John's division that their headquarters building has been technically condemned, so they've got to go for a complete rebuild, so they do need to raise desperate funds. So the Salisbury Club have always been very well supported by Amesbury St John's. As you all know, we can't run our meetings without them. The raffle today will be in aid of the Amesbury rebuild project, and already they're saying that this year's hangover will be as well. Right, we're underway with the race 8-ticket programme. And looking to see who had wins first time out. Well, we've seen the other two. This is the third one, Paul Cooper. And he's got himself in front straight away. But Phil Ashcroft giving him a hard time. He doesn't want to let him get away. He's got the better mind going in that bottom bed. He's forcing Paul Cooper to go wide on that bottom bed. Paul's still very wide up the back straight. He's just about holding the lead. But Phil Ashcroft dives into the entrance to the top bend. Again forcing Paul to go very, very wide indeed. Going on to that third base. He's 54th at the moment, trying to get round Richard Hall. And he can get round if he's gone underneath him as they go up the back straight. But now we've got to change because we've got Phil Ashcroft going into the last lap leading, and Mitch Godd is looking to take second. Has Paul Cooper hit problems? Well, he's going to go right back to fifth place. Gets himself back into fourth, but surely hit problems as he came down off that top bend. No such problem for Phil Ashcroft. He sees the checkered flag. Mitch Godd's gone very, very wide on this top end. Just about manages to keep it in against second. Richard Hall is third. And we have indeed lost Paul Cooper, so I'm sure there are problems for Paul. Very disappointing in his second ride. It was a win eventually for number 83, a good ride from Phil Ashcroft. And in second place, number 9, Mitch Godd. Third place was number 30. That's Richard Hall, and fourth place number 153 Thomas Cooper. In fifth place number 12 Trevor Banks, in sixth place number 11 Paul Cooper, and in seventh place number 33 that's Mark Dimmer. The winning time was 1:14.77, 1:14.77, so still that fastest time of the day, 1:11.74. Well, looking at the riders making their way to the start for race 9, we've seen all three of the first leg heat winners. So a chance for somebody else to pick up a win. Phil Ashcroft did, he had a second and then followed it with a win. Getting away back into the first turn. Never had problems in his first ride, so this would be a good comeback for him, but he can hold the lead. He's certainly got away from the rest of them as he goes up the back straight. Put him right back on some again because Vince Kitching comfortably looks over his shoulder. Very, very wide. Good front of all sorts of problems there. Get lost off. Job going again. Number 23, Wayne Barrett in second place. Not able to catch Julian Phipps again. There's another rider that had problems first time out. He's got himself going again. Going on there, but all the time that's going on, Vince Kitching looks very comfortable at the front. Wayne Barrett not able to close that gap. Julian is not able to close the third gap. Mike Hills looks to have got the better of that battle before. You see the checkered flag in time. So Vince Kitching, with problems in his first ride, gets himself a win second time out. Race 9 it was. We complete the second leg rides for the solo class, and it was a win. Another name, winner's chart for number 8, that of course is Vince Kitching. In second place number 23, that's Wayne Barrett. In third place number 73, Julian Phipps. Fourth place number 24, Mike Heels. Fifth place number 58, Mark Chilman. And sixth place number 2, Anthony Blueboard. In seventh place number 26. Eighth place 17. Ninth place 65. And if you look at race 12 in the sidecars, then all three of the crews that had a win first time out come up against each other. Rod Wilson, Rod Winterburn and John Hiscock. So that one promises to be an interesting one. But what it also does, when you lock those three together that have already had wins, they're on maximum points. It means it gives the other riders a chance to pick up maximum points in the second ride and put it all back on an even level. So, lots of debates normally as we go through the season about whether it's 3 qualifying rides, 4 qualifying rides, semi-finals, whatever, but today they can afford, with 4 rides, to not score so well in one of them and still get through. So what will happen in this one? We've got race 10 underway, and as we go into that first turn for the first time, they start to sort themselves out. Myles Simmons in second spot to them at the moment. So 2 of the Flying Cornish crews out together in front of race 10. Down the back straight they go. Mike Underhill is winning that battle of the 3 for third place. Trying to stay with them with Dave Hogan in the chair. That's a very credible performance from Myles. You may remember the name, of course, for passenger in so many years. He's now decided that he wants to have a go at driving. Well, a very good apprenticeship. Knows what should be done. He certainly looks as if he knows how to hang on to a machine and he knows where to turn the power on. Richard Thomas, I think he's getting the grips with the shape of the circuit, and he comes just down completely on the flag. Good ride from Myles Simmons in second place. Mike Underhill. Don't know whether he hung on to third place there or whether Ian McCauley got through. First win this afternoon for outfit number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In second place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Dave Hogan. In third place, number 3, Mike Underhill and Simon Pennell. So they did hang on to it. It means that in fourth place we've got number 50, Ian McCauley and Mick Blaney. In fifth place, number 19, that's Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry, and the winning time 1:14.69. 1:14.69. Oh, away we go then with race 11 in your programme, and quickly into the lead, John Halsey and Darren Wills. Watching to see what happened at the back of the field. I thought there was problems for Ian Amos, but it sounds as if he's got things sorted. Good little battle going on for that third place. They look to be a lot more comfortable than they were in their first ride. Only got a second place first time out. Good to see that as well with race equipment. So John Halsey and Darren Wilson it is off that bottom bend. They'll see the checker flag this time as they come towards us. Watch the clock and see what happens. Dave Davis comes round off the front. Matthew Tyrrell finishing in third. The official result reads as a win for number 13, John Halsey and Darren Wills. In second place, number 6, Adrian Davis and Vince Davis. In third place, number 69, that's Matthew Tyrrell, Sean Yates. And in fourth place, number 183, what sounds to be eventually a very sick engine, Ian Lee Amis and Paul Phillips. The winning time, yes, it's the fastest so far, 1:11.71. 1:11.71 for John Halsey and Darren Wills. So we've got David Howe 1:11.74 for the solos, and John Halsey, Jason. Nearly did it, didn't I? Nearly did it. I know it's going to take a lot of getting used to, but John Halsey and Darren Wills, they are on 1:11.71. Well, this is the one that we were looking forward to, perhaps, in looking through the results from the first leg. 3 outfits have had a win each. Not forgetting that amongst those 3, Rod Wilson, Rod Winterburn and John Hiscock, we've also got out there Clive Stoneman and number 74, Duncan Tolhurst. So Duncan, jumps in. He had third place first time out. He's certainly got some tough competition at the moment. Well, there certainly looks to be a lot of discussion on the start line of where everybody's going to go. Rod Wilson, like you see, has got the centre gate. Rod Winterburn right on the outside. It's going to be an interesting one then. As they get underway, we've got the best of it, Rod Wilson on the inside as they go into that first turn. And Rob, I think, just got his nose in front to come to the middle of the bench. Everybody else and he watched everybody else going hard and fast and drift out wide. He held it in tight, come through the whole of the field to get himself up in front. Tremendous first turn, and now Rod Wilson has got the fighting to do. Third and fourth place to Duncan Tolhurst. Whoa! How on earth did he miss that tractor? But they both look to be okay, and I think definitely try and get back on the racing line. Chris Winterburn not able to do that at all. They stay in front. Rod Wilson's not been able to do anything about it, and it means that all three of our heat winners from the first leg are in 1, 2 and 3. Right. Duncan Tolhurst back underway. That was a bit spooky, wasn't it? But the checkered flag goes, and indeed we've had a second heat win for Rob and Chris Winterburn. They're the only ones that seem determined to keep scrapping it out, aren't they? Last of the second leg rides for the Sidecars, and a win, his second of the afternoon for number 148, Rob and Chris Winterburn. In second place, number 24, that's Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. In third place, number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. And in fourth place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Fifth place for number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. The winning time, 112.55. 112.55. So we've completed the second leg rides for both solo and sidecar. We now turn attention to leg 3. I'm sure the discussions have gone on with the pit crews, and whether they've done enough, whether they're going alright, whether they need to pull the finger out, as they say, and get things sorted for these third and fourth heats. We'll wait to see, as Hiscock goes in this first one. He's in race 13. He's second in the point scoring, had a second and a win. Only rider on maximum with 2 wins is David Howe. He goes in race 15. John Jeffries is still going well. He's had a winner in the third. He's in race 14. But they are mixed up a little bit. Looking for number 23, Wayne Barrett. He's up this line, but he goes in that last one, race 15. Started holding them quite a long while. I think one rider decided to take his time getting in line. Now run the start orders and lead away. And Trevor Banks makes a very good start. Goes with Glen Phillips into that first turn. Mark Giles is running in third at the moment, but it is Glen Phillips. Trevor Banks fighting for the lead as they come over that first bend. And Glen Phillips, we'll check on him. He's had a fourth and a second. As Glen Phillips looks very comfortable indeed coming off that top turn. Now, Phil Hiscock, I mentioned, was right up there, top point scoring at the moment. Trevor Banks taking points off him as he moves to second. Phil Hiscock in third spot still, so he's still points to hit. And remind you that they do score points through the 4 legs and the semi-final. And it's the top point scorers that you get to go through the straight final. One more lap to go then for Glen Phillips to make this his second win. In fact, he hasn't had a win this afternoon. He's had a fourth and a second. So this will be Glen's first win of the afternoon. Perhaps sort of gearing out or whatever. Now much more to do besides leg and a win for number 42. That's Glen Phillips. In second place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In third place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In fourth place, number 26. 26. Is that 26? Of course it is. That's Mark Giles, not 29 as it says in that race. Right, in fifth place we've got 179, Simon Gittins. In sixth place, number 17, Tim Mount. And the winning time, 116.71. 116.71. 42, 12, 83, 26, 179 and 17, 116.71. Race 14 is already to the line, but somebody having problems by the look of it, not happy. Starters orders. There it goes, star's happy and away we go. Make the best of it. Well, it's got the break. Going to that first turn, hopefully we get her. He's in third place at the moment. That's Hiscock and John Jeffries together. Up the back straight they go. John Jeffries with the inside, forcing Mitch Godden to go wide. Is he perhaps? We've lost one rider on that top turn. Straight away being put up in the interest of safety, both riders and machinery on the circuit. So the other riders trying to make their way back to the start and of course to do it again. So the track is eventually clear, we've got the riders back on the start line. Remind you this is race 14 in your programme. And we get them restarted, who's made the best of the start this time. Again it's Rich John the Scan. John Jeffries is there with him as well. It was these two that were leading before it was stopped. This is exactly how they went around that first bend, but I think this has got a bit more of an advantage this time. So a bit more comfortable as he goes into the top bend. Taking full advantage of the fact that they've just rolled that top bend. He can hold it inside, keep it smooth. John Jeffries with him as well. Watching Lee Street in third place, I can see that this is really under pressure from John Jeffries. The two of them together as they go in this top bend. John's got the advantage of the inside, Mitch has been forced to go wide, and now Mitch has got to do the same. I'll quickly pick up with those in the pack behind. It is Lee Street trying to get to the four-stroke machinery. What is that to do with the rest of the team? The last lap flag goes out. Race 14 in your programme. Mitch Godden comes back at John Jeffries there together as they go past me this time. And into the bottom turn. Mitch holds very tight line once again. Looking to go wide into this top bend. Just going to follow him in. Doesn't consider that the second is going to be enough. Well, he looks very, very cautious coming off that top bend. So it's going to be a win for Mitch Godden. John Jeffries with that second place. And Lee Street does get the third. The eventual win for number 9, Mitch Godden. And in second place, number 14, John Jeffries. Third place, number 50, Lee Street. Fourth place, number 58, Mark Chilman. Fifth place, number 24. Sixth place, number 33. And seventh place, number 110. The winning time was 119.64, 119.64, 9, 14, 50, 58, 24, 33 and 110. So race 15, the third of the third leg rides for the solos. And if like me you're thinking this one might be a foregone conclusion, who knows? We've got David Howe out once again, riding number 20. Watch them get underway. Can anybody stop David Howe? Well, I perhaps forgot to second rider. That's all going through on the inside. Trying to get the wheels in line, but he just can't quite do it as David Howe gets away. And it is David Howe, and he's now got a chase as they come off that top end. Vince Kitchen's in there as well. Broken out on the wide side of that top end. Watch out on the side of him. Vince Kitchen chasing after Paul Cooper. A bit of a gap developing now though for David Howe. He really has looked in superb form in his first two rides and doing exactly the same in his third. See Paul Cooper going better again. last lap flag going out for David Howe. It's all gone a bit slower. David Howe started to take some of the tail end. Back up on his feet, not too comfortable by the look of it. It means that we've got a result in race 15 of a win for number 20, David Howe. That's his third win in 3 rides. In second place, number 23, Wayne Barrett. In third place, number 73, Julian Phipps. In fourth place, number 30, Richard Hall. Fifth place, number 65, that's Lee Bartlett. And sixth place, number 8, Vince Kinchin. Seventh place, number 91. Oh, 921 indeed, that is Phil Spencer. Of course, no time there, that's taken on the 3 laps. You should have 20, 23, 73, 30, 65, 8 and 91. So we now forget the solos and we move over to the sidecars. Well, not forget them completely, but we move on to the sidecar class. So quickly looking at the position with the sidecars, we've got Rob and Chris Winterburn. They're on number 148. They in fact go in this one. They've 2 rides, 2 wins. Rod Wilson a win and a second, John Halsey a second and a win, Richard Thomas a second and a win, John Hiscock a win and a third, and Sage Davis a third and a second. And that's how it looks at the top of the point scoring after 2 legs. We're now starting the third leg rides. Race 16 is on the line, or almost. We are waiting for one more outfit by the look of it, which is proving to be temperamental. Machinery running. Doesn't look as if we have. So the rest of the field being allowed to go and watch to see what happened last time when Rod Winterburn was out. He let everybody fly into that first bend and then lock it up and come through on the inside. Will he be able to do the same again? Have they got wide to it? I think they have. Rod Wilson with in second place, number 57, Clyde Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. Rob and Chris Winterburn quickly after second place, though. They get past Clyde Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. Rod Wilson and Tony Myles looking comfortable though as they go round that top bend and down the back straight once again. Already the last lap flag is being prepared. It's very, very short, quick racing this afternoon. The second place, I'm sure. Would be nice to go into the final on maximum points. The way Rod Wilson and Tony Myles have adjusted, I don't think they're going to get this one this time. Rod Wilson rocks it up tight. Second flag. That's the second. Your official result reads as a win for outfit number 24, Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. In second place, number 148. That, of course, is Rob and Chris Winterburn. In third place, number 57, Clyde Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. And in sixth place, number 6, Sage and Vince Davis. 112.28, 112.28. It's 24, 148, 57 and 6, 112.28. So not forgetting that we very kindly had all the cash handed in for the fastest times of the day. At the moment, I think we're still looking at it going to David Howe and John Halsey. No, I'm telling lies, am I? Oh, I better check with my colleagues next to me because race 13 was 116.71. That's not quicker, 111.7. I don't know. Right, I'll leave it to the people who know what they're doing. So away we go with race 17. And down that back straight they go very, very quickly indeed. Duncan Tolhurst, who's not been scoring very well earlier on this afternoon. much better form from him at the moment as he's close to John Halsey, and it is a battle of the dimensions, I think, this afternoon, that if you go in too hard and fast in that bottom bend, you're not Duncan Tolhurst is certainly having a go. John Halsey not having it all his own way at the moment as he goes down the back straight, just knows he's back in front again. Now watch what Duncan's going to try and do. He'll lock up a little bit quicker than John. No way that Duncan was going to find a way through on the inside. You can see exactly what he's done for Duncan. He's completely got it wrong on that top bend. Myles Simmons is now looking to have a go as well. Both of them go out wide. Duncan Angle second. Third leg of the sidecars, it was a win for number 13, John Halsey and Darren Wilkes. In second place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beattie. In third place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Dave Hogan. Fourth place, number 50. And 50 is Ian McCauley and Mick Blaney. Fifth place, number 69, Matthew Tyrrell and Sean Yates. The winning time, 112.10, 112.10, 13.74, 9, 50 and 69. 112.10. Do I know if the kids are going to be right or not? Right, we're underway with race 18 as they leave the start line on the far side and into the bottom bend. Problems for John Hiscock, what a sounded. That certainly sounded like he'd lost a chain coming past me. So disappointing for John Hiscock and Simon Wall. Had such a terrific start. They come round the bottom bend. I suspect that we've got problems with Neil Hiscock. Oh, I know Richard Thomas won't worry about that. He'll be adding to his points tally this afternoon. No point trying to chase after them. 2 laps down on the rest of them. Amos finishes in second. Neil Hiscock in third. It's a win for rider number 60. That's Richard Thomas and passenger Kevin Woodley. In second place, number 183, Ian Lee Amos and Paul Phillips. Third place, number 19, Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry. Fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. 112.83, 112.83. Right, we've completed the 3 legs for the sidecars. We now move to the last leg of the solos and quickly looking at the point situation. David Howe on maximum 36 points from 3 rides, 3 wins. John Jeffries closest to him on 30. Phil Ashcroft is there on 30 as well. Glen Phillips, who's been getting quicker as the afternoon's gone on. He's on a 4th, a 2nd and a 1st. He's on 29 points. Mitch Gordon and Wayne Barrett is there as well. They're on 28 points. Trevor Banks on 26 points. So remember that it's the 4th leg rides and the semi-finals. That's what gets them into the finals. So as they get underway, it is Trevor Banks and Mitch Gordon that go into the first turn together. Mitch just with the advantage. Makes Trevor stand up a little bit. Here we go again, goes up the back straight. So, Mitch Gordon looking for a place in the final. Wants to get another good ride in this 4th heat. In fact, I hadn't realised that David Howe has been right there in second place. He's got a tremendous first turn. David Howe now takes over as he goes through the inside of Mitch Gordon. Looks to be getting a little bit lumpy and bumpy on that top bend, but brilliant work being done by David Howe once again stamping his authority. Looks to be making it 4 out of 4 as he sees the last lap flag. Mitch Gordon still there in second, so still scoring very well. John Jeffries in 4th place. flag once again for rider number 20, David Howe makes it 4 out of 4. Mitch Garden in second. Close to this third place, Trevor Banks just going to get it. John Jeffries in fourth. Mitch Kitchen and then Paul Cooper. Once again for number 20, I'm sure you've already got it in that first place. It's David Howe, and he's made it 4 out of 4. In second place, number 9, Mitch Garden. In third place, number 12, that's Trevor Banks. In fourth place, number 14, John Jeffries. In fifth place, number 8, Vince Kitchen. In sixth place, number 11, Paul Cooper. And in seventh place, number 7, the winning time 1:14.37. 1:14.37. Glen Phillips going very, very well. He's going to take some catching. Forced to go wide. He's riding a very, very difficult race, but making the best of it as he goes again wide to try and get around the outside of Glen Phillips. You can see exactly what Glen's doing. He's making himself very, very big in the middle of the bend. It's hard and tight, so watching those two, I can see that Wayne Barrett's put it down in the middle of the bend. He's back up on machinery. Looks to be okay. Now that's interesting that Richard Hall has decided now to cut inside. With just one more lap to go. He knows that Glenn's making it very difficult for him, but he's trying to force a position where he can just sit through on the inside. Very, very wide up that back straight. Gone wide again, and he's going to all the way around the outside. No, as I say, and he puts it down, and Glen Phillips does take the win. And not a very pleased Richard Hall by the look of it. It's number 42 that goes in first place. In second place, number 50. That's, of course, Lee Street. And in third place, number 24, Mike Hills. Fourth place, number 45, Sean Bickley. In fifth place, number 33, Mark Dimmer. Sixth place, number 26, Mark Giles. And seventh place, number 23. Eighth place is 30, very unlucky there, Richard Hall just pushing over the line and getting 8th place. 1:18.31 was the winning time, 1:18.31. So here we go, we stay with the solo class. It's race 21 that's on the track at the moment. That's Philip Cross who's been going very well this afternoon, scoring consistently well, straight out in the lead, he gets away from the rest of the field. Up to the back straight he goes, and he's already making a very lonely race as he now just has to battle against the track to get down past me. 3, let's confirm that officially. It was Phil Ashcroft, and in second place was number 58, Mark Chilman. In third place, number 179, Simon Gittings. In fourth place, number 17. In 17 is Tim Mount. In fifth place, number 110. In sixth place, number 65. 120.97 was the winning time. 120.97. 83, 58, 179, 17, 110 and 65. So on 12 points, they've certainly got every chance of getting to the semi-final. Good ride in the semi, they could find themselves in the final. Because one thing for sure is all these top boys are going to be taking points off each other. First time this afternoon we've got John Halsey and Rod Wilson in the same race. So they get underway. It looks like John Halsey has made the best of the starts. Rod Wilson has got the work to do then. Into the bottom bend they go. Rod Wilson has got quite a lot of work to do because he's got to get around Myles Simmons and Dave Hogan first of all, and the quicker he's got to do that, he won't allow John Halsey to get away too much. Find no way through at the moment, but John Halsey and Darren Wills away, looking comfortable as they go down the back straight. Once again, a brilliant ride from Myles Simmons. He's in very good company up there. He's been a very, very experienced passenger. What better way to do your apprenticeship than hanging off the back watching what the drivers do. John Halsey and Darren Wills. Second is Myles Simmons and third for Rod Wilson. A win for number 30, John Halsey and Darren Wills. In second place, number 9, that's Myles Simmons and Dave Hogan. In third place, number 24, Rod Wilson, Tony Miles. And fourth place, number 19, Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry. The winning time, 1:11.16. 1:11.16. Yep, it's the quickest. He's beaten his own time. So 1:11.16, the fastest time so far for the sidecars. So as we look to the start line for race 23, remember this is an opportunity to make up any deficit you've suffered earlier on. Only 3 outfits out in this one as we go down the back straight. We'll pick them up for you. And here's Richard Thomas has got the lead. Ian McCauley in second. And Richard Thomas is all right up there. Number 57 looking to get in on the action. He's moved up into second place. Clive and Roland in second, looking for first perhaps as they start to close on Richard Thomas. Richard Thomas will want to keep the maximum points, he'll want to stay up there with the top points. He's equal on the point scoring, he'll miss John Halsey in the semi-final stage. Certainly looking comfortable at the moment. One more lap to go in this set. Going very well in that second spot, holds it very tight in the top bend. Richard, I can see, does force it out a little bit wider on that top bend. Now he's still keeping the speed on. It's a bit of a gamble with Clive. Clive Snowman has been holding some very tight on the Richard Thomas takes it. His third win of the afternoon. So race 23, 3 outfits only, but maximum points to outfit number 60, that's Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. In second place, number 57, that's Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. In third place, number 50, Ian McCauley and Vic Blaney. 113.77, 113.77. I'm sure that Duncan Tolhurst knows there is an outside chance with a good ride in this one and a good ride in the semi-final. He could make the final, but it's a tall order. He knows he's got to get a good ride here. Rob and Chris Winterburn dropped their very first points in their last ride. They've had 2 wins in the second. Now they've seen John Halsey and Richard Thomas move on to 26 points with their wins in their earlier heats. So what will happen in this, the last of the qualifying rides this afternoon? Well, what's happened straight away is we've got a full start. Tape's not going away evenly. So away we go with race 24 in your programme, and it is Duncan that's made the best of the starts. As I mentioned, I'm sure he's done the arithmetic in a bit. He knows he needs a good result. Rod Winterburn can sit back a little bit. They've got 2 wins and a second, but knowing Rob and Chris, I'm sure they won't want to sit back. They'll want to go through with the highest points they can to make sure of the semi-final. Up behind them in second place. Rob locks it up a little bit in that top end. That may have given the advantage to Duncan Tolhurst. John Hiscock and Simon Wall in third place at the moment. Can't respond to those two in front of them. I'm inclined to say that I don't think they've sat back in that second place, because look at the distance they've got over third place John Hiscock. They've been fighting for that second. So will they? Have a good ride there and make it into the final. And problems once again for John Hiscock. Very disappointing day for him. Because we've got in race 24 a win for number 74. Followed home in second by number 148. In third we've got 183, and in fourth we've got 184. The winning time was 111.74, 111.74. It means that we've had a win for number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beattie. In second place, number 148, Rod Winterburn. Third place, number 183, Glen Phillips. And fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. 111.74, outfit number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Myles. Number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. Number 57 is Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. We've got number 50, Ian McCauley and passenger Mike Blaney. Number 19, Neil Hiscock and Alan Berry. That's the sixth line-up. The points at the moment are that Richard Thomas is on 26 points. He now knows that John Halsey has forced his way on to 33 points if my arithmetic works. That's the target he's going to go for. Rob Wilson on 23 points at the moment. John Hiscock on 17. Clive Stoneman on 16. Ian McCauley on 13. Neil Hiscock on 12. Final as they race down the hill. It is Rob Wilson that starts to show first. Richard Thomas is there with him. Clive Stoneman on the inside of those two. And Richard Thomas on the inside of Rob Wilson. He goes for that top bend. Problems to Clive Stoneman on that top bend. Oh, quickly the red flag is being shown. As you can see, we've got that outfit upside down on that top bend. So Rob Wilson and Richard Thomas will have to make their way back to that start line and do it all again. Programs handy. Let me just give you the qualifiers for the solo final. That's race 29 in your program, and this is the Salisbury Sizzler solo final. The qualifiers, I'm sure you all know that number 20 David Howe is going to go into that final. He's on maximum points. He's joined by number 83 Phil Ashcroft, number 42 Glen Phillips, number 9 Mitch Gott, number 14 John Jeffries, number 12 Trevor Banks, 23, Wayne Barrett, and 24, Mike Hills. The reserve is Vince Kitchen. So those are your qualifiers for the solo final. We've still yet to decide who it is that goes in the sidecar final. So once again we look to start the second semi-final with the sidecars. You all know what they've got to do. Up goes the green flag, away go the tapes. Once again it is Rod Wilson that's made the best of the starts. But on the inside of them, not Ian McCauley had made a good start. John Hiscock is there with Ian McCauley in that third place. Richard Thomas is to go into that top end. Ian McCauley still holding that third. John Hiscock wants it from him though as he go down that back straight. Rod Wilson now starting to pull away, and I'm sure that there's already been the conversations in the pits about the fastest time of the day. Do in response to it. Richard Thomas doing enough to qualify for the final. I feel John Hiscock has now moved through into that third place. Ian McCauley going very, very wide coming out of that top end. Being able to just drift out slightly. He hasn't got anybody close enough to him to take advantage of any little holes that appear. See the checkered flag as he comes up this time, so we're sure of him. Rod Wilson semi-final. We've had a win for outfit number 24, Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. In second place number 16, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Third place is number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. Fourth place number 50, Ian McCauley and Ian's passenger Mike Blaney. Fifth place goes to number 19, there's still Hiscock and Alan Berry, and the winning time, I said it had got quicker in the first semi. They've done it again. Rod Wilson now has the quickest time, 1:10.46, 1:10.46. David Howe, he's looked absolutely superb this afternoon. He's gone into the semi-final on maximum points. He gets to the final unbeaten. We shouldn't ignore the fact that something might have been saving it all for the final. I knew it was going to be a scratch final. It's just first over the line. Mitch Gordon had a very good ride in his semi-final. He's got quicker as the afternoon's gone on. A lot of the other riders have as well. So this is the Salisbury Sizzler final for 2002. The tapes go and we get underway. Watch to see who's made the break. Phil Ashcroft has had a good one from the middle of the gate. David Howe is right there with it, know it is. David Howe has moved around the outside as they go into that first turn. He's gone very, very wide indeed. The rest of the field has come underneath it. No, David Howe's not got it all to do as Phil Ashcroft has taken over. Mitch Gordon has moved through. John Jeffries has moved through as well. But has he recovered? He's recovered into second place. He's dived down the inside. That's a very brave move from David Howe. Was there a gap there? He certainly made one. He's got up the inside and up the back straight he goes. Well, I've talked all afternoon about the ability of this rider. He's gone very, very wide again. The rest of the field owing all sorts of problems behind him. John Jeffries puts it down. A little bit too much effort from John Jeffries in that top end. But as the rest of the field now backed it out, it is David Howe that's done it the hard way. He gets himself out in front. He's now got to try and calm himself down a little bit, because I'm sure that's the adrenaline that was taking over. He looks over his shoulder again, and Mitch Gordon has now got up in the second place in front of the Ashcroft. So we've got both the semi-final winners, and David Howe again has gone wide on that bottom bench. I don't know whether he's slightly overgeared it, which is forcing him wide all the time, because again he's gone wide and locks it up and gets to the checkered flag. Oh, what a tremendous rider this is, David Howe. And I'm sure you'll agree that's a tremendous victory. He didn't do it the easy way. He gave people openings, he gave them chances. Tremendous ride from Mitch Gordon in second place, Phil Ashcroft in third. But remember, there will be a presentation. Show your appreciation to the Salisbury Sizzler winner for 2002. Tremendous racing from the youngster, the Wolf Speedway rider, and what a talent he's turning out to be. He certainly worked for that one, but he showed you congratulations when they come round, because that was not an easy final. It was tough out there. Race 29 was the Salisbury Sizzler final for 2002, and another name to go in the record books is the winner for this year. It is number 20 in your race programme, David Howe. He's gone right through the afternoon's programme, absolutely unbeaten. Number 20, David Howe. In second place to him is number 9, Mitch Gott. In third place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In fourth place, number 42, Glen Phillips. In fifth place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In sixth place, number 24, Mike Hills. And in seventh place, number 14, John Jeffries. The winning time was 118.45, 118.45, which I think does actually reflect the way in which that race was won, because he wasted a lot of time on 2, if not 3, if not 4 bends. So, the first big sidecar final of the year. The meet in between John Halsey with new passenger Darren Wills. Richard Thomas up from Cornwall with his regular passenger Kevin Woodley. He's been riding in top stream for quite a few years now. Number 24, last year's winner, Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. I just confused myself there because I put down number 18 for some reason. I've obviously missed out the 4. 148, of course, is Rod and Chris Winterburn. And they certainly started the day the way they wanted to carry on with 2 very good wins in their first heats. Number 74, Duncan Tolhurst. Well, he certainly worked the hard way round because he had nothing but disasters in his first rides. He was really way down the point scoring. Got to the semi-final stage and knew he had to do it. He did it, and he's got himself into the final. Number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. I'm sure with all the mechanical problems they had earlier on in their heats, they wouldn't have expected to be in this final, but they fought their way through. They picked up points where other people might have given up and not bothered finishing. But they've done it, and they've got themselves to the final. It is now, as it was with the solos, a straight race, scratched from the start. And it is first over the line, receiving that checkered flag, will be the Salisbury Sizzler winner for 2002. That's the name that will go in the record books. In fact, while you were waiting for this sidecar final to get underway, solo riders, if you finished in that solo final, Cover just asked me whether you could make it down here to the finishing line for the presentation. They've got your prize money here, so there's a bit of an incentive to get down here. So if you were in that first 7, in that final, if you could make your way down here, and then we'll quickly run through a little introduction of you all so that all the crowd can exactly see who you are and present the prize money to you. So that's the, right from the top, David Howe, Mitch Gott, from Phil Ashcroft, from Glen Phillips, Trevor Banks, Mike Hills and John Jeffries. If you can all make your way down here. And we'll do the same for the sidecars as well. Bring all 6 crews down as they get underway. This is the big final, and John Halsey has made the best of the starts, but he's got a challenge from the inside. It's Duncan Tolhurst that's got through and indeed got to the front as they go into that bend. Rod Wilson has elected to go round the outside. He's lost Darren Wilson on that first bend. It completely kicked up as he came out of the bend. Darren is quickly up on his knees. He doesn't look as if he's going to get up to on his feet. Marshall's standing in front of him and first aid officials. The rest are being slowed down. I'm sure we've got a red flag. Quickly Darren jumps up. Pleased to see that Darren looks to be okay. But what a tremendous first bend for Duncan Tolhurst. He knew what he had to do. He let John Halsey go. He chased after that gap on the inside, kept it tight and got through. So the rest of the crews have to wait and see what's going to happen. We hope that we are going to be seeing all 6 outfits. Thumbs up, yes? Now, I think possibly more the discussions are that the driver wants to understand the passenger's view of what happened while he managed to hang on to the machine. I think it was a simple case, John, that you went in very hard, you found a lot more grip than you found all day, and it took off. How you make sure that doesn't happen again? Well, that's where we call upon the talent. So John gets machinery going. That will be the indication to the rest of the competitors up there at the pit gate. Oh, he's waving. He's got I don't believe he's got a bit of dirt on that nice new Wolf Sport outfit. Oh well, that'll be another new one for next week, won't it? Does that sponsor understand how much this sport's going to cost him? Rod Wilson, you can see, I think if we number him on the inside, he's gone on number 5 gate. John Hiscock on the outside of him. John Halsey is coming to number 4 gate. Richard Thomas in number 3. Rod Winterburn. Right on the inside, Neil Hiscock. It's not this John Hiscock. But as they get underway, let's see what's happened. There's John Halsey and Darren Wills once again get themselves into the front. Now there's problems for Richard Thomas. And a very good first bend as well. He's up in second spot. Rod Wilson at the back of the field at the moment has got a lot of work to do. But John Halsey and Darren Wills leading from Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. And Duncan's gone in very, very hard again. He's very quick in that one. Top end. Rod Wilson has got round John Hiscock and Simon Wall. He's got Chris Winterburn in front of him now if he can make any sort of challenge. But we're already 50% of the way through this final as John Halsey and Darren Wilson on Duncan Tolhurst in second. Rod Wilson going very quickly indeed. Doesn't look happy with the position he's in. Tries to get himself up into third as he goes down that back straight. But as we go into the last bend, coming off that bottom bend is John Halsey and Darren Wilson. Their first time second flag. From Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. From Chris Winterburn and Rod Wilson. So we changed the name once again on the trophy. We've got John Halsey and Darren Wills that we've now got to start getting used to with a name on that trophy. So as they go back into the pits, if you can remind them all in the pits that we'd like them down here as soon as possible. And whatever happened to Richard Thomas, very, very disappointing. He's had a very good day up to the final. As well, that Darren Wills from Cornwall partnered the Australian crew in the Sidecar Speedway. He was now teaming up with John Halsey. Wondered what that sort of partnership would be. Well, they've started the right way. They've had a win the first weekend in a row. The official result of race 30, the Sidecar final, was a win for outfit number 30, John Halsey and Darren Wills. In second place, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Third place, Chris Winterburn. Fourth place, number 24 is Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. And fifth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Simon Beanie. The winning time, and quite fittingly so, it is the fastest time of the day for the sidecars. 109.50. 109.50. He certainly was motoring. So he will indeed be taking that extra 20 quid.
Right, well I think before I start all the presentations, I just want to say that, you know, I know I've been going on about it all afternoon, but really we are looking forward to a great season this year. And I think you'll agree that if the weather's going to be kind to us, then we really have got the prospect of one of the best seasons we've seen for a long, long time. And it's great to see the season getting started with a terrific Salisbury Sizzler, because the guys in the Salisbury Club have been working extremely hard for many, many years. We all know about the hangover, but it's great to see that they've had a good meeting here this afternoon, the Salisbury Sizzler. Now obviously we've got a new name to go on the trophy, but before we get to the winner overall, let's start with the other finalists, because finishing in 6th place in the solos was our very own Mike Eels. Oh, you nearly got a cup then, Mike. Right. Oh, I didn't introduce Leah. Okay, Leah, right. You've got to wait till you get to 3rd before we get to those ones. Right, finishing in 5th place. He's had his name on this trophy a few times, but it's 5th now. He's still going though, that's the good news. Trevor Banks. You have to wait for him to grow up a bit more, Trevor. Right. Finishing in 4th place, and great to see that he's down here competing. It is, of course, our very own Glen Phillips. Who's not here? They just shouted at me. Not even coming. Right. Oh, that's one envelope we've won then. Right. Now we start with the trophies. We go to 3rd place, and I think you'll agree he's had some tremendous rides this afternoon. Terrific to see him going as well as this. It is our very own Phil Ashcroft. That's it, Dad, that's the envelope, and you can have the cup. Does this say to train them, start them young, is it? You know, get the posing right first, and then teach them to ride a bike. Good stuff. Well done indeed, Phil. 3rd place this afternoon, but we move up to 2nd place, and I suppose I feel a bit guilty saying he's an old campaigner, but he's done a lot of riding, hasn't he? He's had some very, very good rides in his career, and it may be that this is going to be his season. He finishes 2nd this afternoon, Mitch Godden. They're not going to get much better looking than that.
Right, Mitch, look this way. Right, ready? Smile. Okay.
Right, we've got the all-important one then, the winner of the 2002 Salisbury Sizzler. I don't think anybody would disagree with me if I say that he came here in very determined mood. He wanted to show us right from the very start today that this is one he wanted to win. We wonder what else he's going to go on to win for the rest of the season. A very, very talented rider. Biggest congratulations to the winner this afternoon, David Howe!
Right, ready?
Give him a kiss then.
Right, smile.
Not even the winner's going to get a kiss. Right, and I won't forget, David, there is the donation from the supporters for the fastest time of the day, which you managed to achieve as well. So, a great start of the season. I will get a quick word out you, Dave, because I know you were racing around the continent last year, but it looks like being a fantastic season, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know, the foot and mouth really hit the British Grasstrack hard, and plenty of meetings going on this year, and I'll try and do as much as I can.
Well, I know the big question I always have to ask you guys, with all your speedway commitments, I know we hear people say, try and do as many meetings as possible, but is that really going to mean you'll be doing a lot?
It shouldn't really affect me too much, because I'm not doing Poland, so I don't race on Sundays at all, unless like last week where it was rearranged because of the rain, so it shouldn't really affect me. It's only Eastbourne racing on Saturday really, and Coventry, which I don't really fancy doing anyway, so yeah, I'll try and do as much as I can. Like I say, it's just I've got a very good sponsorship with DNR, and they obviously expect me to go out and ride the bikes as much as possible.
Absolutely. Well, David, I'm sure you've seen already this afternoon. There's a lot of people want to see you ride here. Fantastic achievement this afternoon. Well done indeed, David Howe.
Don't go away, David, until I'll get the three of you all together.
Right, with all that stalling, it should have meant that the old boys have been able to waddle their way down here and get to pick up the prize money for the sidecar competition, because if we've got all the envelopes sorted, we start, as we do with the solos, from 5th place, and finishing in 5th this afternoon, John Hiscock and Simon Beanie. I got Simon right. So I knew he wasn't here, but I wound him up sufficiently to get here. Right, we'll quickly move on to 4th place then, because finishing in 4th, he had his name on the trophy last year. Wasn't to be 2 in a row. It was, of course, Rod Wilson and Tony Myles. Oh, yes. Yeah, you thought you had an easy time with those solo boys. Be careful with the sidecars. Right, we move on to 3rd place. And picking up the first of the trophies for the sidecars. A great effort this afternoon. They travelled a long way to be here. Fantastic to see them racing in this competition. Rob and Chris Winterburn. Well done indeed, guys. Well, I think if I talk about finishing second place, I think these really were the crew that worked the hardest this afternoon. I would have thought that when they had those disastrous heats earlier on, they must have thought that they wouldn't even make the final, let alone even get into second place. Tremendous achievement at the end of the day, not quite to first place, but finishing in second in the Salisbury Sizzler this year, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie.
Hold it, lad, can you?
Oh, that's it. Get the photos done. Come on, you should be used to this. You don't want me in it, that's for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Is that it? Well done indeed, guys.
Don't go away, I'll get
Second place this afternoon. It means, as always, we just have one more place to give the trophies away for. The name goes in the history books as winning the Salisbury Sizzler for 2002. It's a new combination, but they're just as quick as they were before. It is, of course, John Halsey and Darren Wills. Oh, yeah, we quickly learned that one then, Darren.
Right, so we have
Now turn around and have some photos taken, come on.
Relax, please. That's the way. Right, ready? Right, nice smile, please. Okay, fine.
Is that it? Are we all done? Right, hang on, John, you're not going to get away with that quick. Bit of a wobbly on that first one.
Yeah, there's a nice little rut down there, and when Winterburn come underneath us, I thought if I could turn it and come back again, but I hit the rut at the wrong time, and of course that was it, and poor Darren got ejected, so but we got back in it, so that wasn't too bad.
No, not too bad at all, but how much of a change is it when you have a change of passenger like this? You've been with Jason a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, Jason was 7 years, but Darren's already done it, so he knows what to do basically, and it's just a case of us two now getting together and getting it together as a partnership. But what he did today, I just expected to come here today and have a nice day, get the engine going, get the bike going, but to win it was a bonus. So thanks to Darren.
Well done indeed, and obviously we've got a big one next weekend, Darren. Bit of a baptism of fire, but enjoyed it overall.
I mean, I said to John in the week, I'd be happy just to come here and get, it's going to take a few meetings to get used to each other. And if I could do half as good a job as what Jason did, I'll be really happy, So let's hope it continues. That's all I know.
Well, indeed, let's hope it continues. Good luck next weekend, and of course, good luck for the rest of the season. I won't forget the 30 quid for the fastest time of the day. Kindly donated by the spectators.
Thanks very much.
Well done indeed, and I think I say congratulations once again to our winners this afternoon, David Howe, John Halsey and Darren Wills, and of course well done to all of you. Hope you've enjoyed the day's racing. Well done the Salisbury Club. We've got the season started. We're underway. I hope we're going to see you all next weekend. And from then on in, it promises to be a great season. Have a safe journey home.